Hello friends, Santosh this side. Today we are going to talk about the Excel table feature and see why it is such a useful tool for managing your data. Let's start with a basic question. Why should you use tables instead of a normal dataset in Excel? Before that, let's have a small introduction about what is a table. Excel tables are powerful features that make it easier to manage and analyze the data in Excel by providing automatic formulas, sorting and filtering, and pivot table creation. Let's see each one of them. Number one, table makes it easier to add new data. When you have a normal dataset, you must manually update formulas and ranges whenever you add a new row or column. With a table, Excel automatically expands the table range and updates any formulas that reference the table. Second, table makes it easier to work with formulas. When you create a formula that references a table column, Excel automatically copies that formula down the entire column. This means you don't have to copy and paste the formula yourself, this ultimately saving your time and reducing the risk of errors. Tables make it easier to sort and filter your data. When you convert a normal dataset to a table, Excel automatically adds filtered buttons to each column header. This allows you to quickly sort and filter your data without having to use the data tab or even create your own filter buttons. Last, and the most important thing, tables make it easier to create pivot tables. When you create a pivot table, Excel automatically recognizes the table range and creates a pivot table based on that range. This means you don't have to manually select the data range, saving your time and reducing the risk of errors. So, as you can see, there are many benefits of using the tables in Excel. Now, take a look at some of the examples. Here is a simple data set with 5 columns. Let us copy the data set and paste it in a new cell. Let's convert this data into a table range. For that, select any cell in the data set, then go to the Insert menu and click Tables icon. Alternatively, we can use the Control T as the shortcut button. Once we do that, a small pop-up will come up asking us if the data range selected by the system is right or not. Also asking us if our dataset has a header or not. In my case, the data range that has been selected by the system is absolutely right and my data has a header. So I will not make any changes in the pop-up and I will click on OK. See, the dataset is nicely formatted. If you want to change the format, click any cell in the table, and once you click on any cell, the table design menu ribbons will automatically pop up. And you can select the desired style that is available in the system. So if you want to go with the black and white, you can change the format. If you want to go with yellow and white, you can do that. As you can see, Excel has automatically added filters to each column header. Let's say we want to filter the data by name. Say it is January. So data is automatically selected for or data is automatically filtered for January. Let us remove the filters. Let's add a new column wherein we will calculate the sum of all the three subjects. Sum range of all the three subjects and enter. Over here we can see the total of all the scores is calculated only for January row number 10. Let's see the same case for the table range. Let us add total score column and click enter. See, the data range in the table is automatically extended and you can see the small arrow button that comes up in the end of the range. This means that the table range is automatically expanded. And let us add the scores sum. Now with this we can see the function or the formula is already extended till the last row or the till the last range of the column. Let us do this for data set. We have to manually drag it. With the normal data set, we manually update any formula, but with the table range, Excel automatically expands the table range and updates any formula. Now let us add a new row to the table and see if the table range in the rows column the rows is also automatically added or not. Say 2024 and see the rows are also automatically expanded. Let us add January and let us add for the complete year. Copy the complete names and add shift F10. Wow, the range is automatically expanded. So if we add 2024, add numbers between 10 to 99 and enter. The range is expanded till row number 45. But if we do the same thing for the simple data set, the range and the format will not expand. This is one of the drawbacks of the simple data set. And the same for the formulas also. Now we have to select the complete data set and do a formatting. But it was not the case in the table range. See, over here we don't have to make any formatting anything, but over here we have to do the formatting. Let's say we create a pivot in the simple data set. Select the data, go to insert, click on pivot, pivot ranges. It will say this is the data that has been selected. Click OK. Now years in the column part, total score in the values and names in the rows. Let us create the pivot for the table range also. Table, select the same steps for table range also. Insert, pivot table, tables or ranges, and see it is the here we can see the name of the table. We can also update the name of the table over here by going to the table design, the table name. We can say it as our first table, first underscore table. There should not be any spaces in the table name. Click enter. So if we go back to insert pivot table from name, the table name will be coming up over here. Now click OK. Let us move the pivot table to the same sheet where the dataset pivot table is there. Click OK. Now score in the values, year in the columns, name in the rows. So now let us add dataset for 2025 for in the simple dataset. 2025, capture the copy the month names over here, paste it, drag the 2025 data, do it and between from 10 to 99. It's special else the name numbers will change. Control D, format the data. Let Now let us copy the same set of data over here. I'm not copying the total score. Let's see if the total score is automatically calculated by the table system. Shift F10 V. Oh, wow. See, I have not calculated the sum, but it has been calculated over here by the system. Now switch over to the sheet 5 where we have the tables or the pivots. If I click on the pivot and do a refresh, the 2025 data is not populating over here. For that, I will have to go to pivot table analyze and then I will have to change the source. See, it is selected till 2024. For that, now I have to select till 2025 and click OK. After that, only the 2025 data will be populating. But in case of table range data, let's see what happens. If I select refresh, the 2025 data is automatically populated. So there you have it. Tables are a great tool for managing your data in Excel. They make it easier to add new data, work with formulas, sort and filter your data, and create pivot tables. If you haven't used tables before, give them a try now.